As I'm sure all of you who clicked on this video are aware, Bungie decided to mix things up this week with Trials by adding a Halloween trick, we'll just say. Basically, they took away Radar and Revives, turning Trials of Osiris into some Frankenstein hybrid of the former game mode. See, these two changes morphed this beloved competitive game mode into a completely different game. It's not that I feel like it makes it more casual, or that I just don't like it. This isn't Trials of Osiris, and that is the biggest issue with this change. See, Trials single-handedly carried Destiny through times of extreme content droughts, and it's some of the most fun I've ever had in a PvP game. I love Trials, and every week I look forward to playing this. I care probably too much about my stats, and really I take Trials seriously. It's really fun competition for me. It's my favorite thing to play right now, and I hope it never dies. And you know, it would have been better if they had just taken the game mode out for a week compared to this. See, it's the fact that they just taunt Trials right in front of us, but when I load in, it's not the same thing. Thus, my stats ended up getting destroyed. I'm just let down, man. Now, some of you may be saying, Haznap, you're full of shit. It's not that different. Well, you see, in general, the radar is essentially a sixth sense in Destiny. This is the greatest tool in the game, in my opinion. For that reason, that's why I just don't fuck with Inferno, and honestly, I hate that game mode. It's just really not fun for me. Next, let's address the lack of revives. See, the thing that made Trials dynamic and cool is the fact that you have to revive people. They can't respawn on their own. When you get a pick, you have to move up and control the orb and stand your ground. Play strategically and use it as bait if necessary. Just so many other plays that come along with having to revive your teammates. Now, however, when you take out an enemy player, in this game mode, or the fuck you want to call it, your opponents just scatter like roaches with the lights turned on. And though it's an interesting deviation, I guess, it's not Trials. Worst of all, most games end up devolving into bullshit like this, where if you start winning, the other team will just end up camping. And because you don't have a radar, you can't make any pushes intelligently. All you can do is hope that the room that you think that they're in isn't going to have two other people sitting there camping waiting to team shot your ass. And the general consensus I get from the forums is that the casual players seem to really enjoy this, whereas the sweatier people, quote unquote, have a similar opinion to mine. So, I don't know, take that as you will. Now, I think it would have been really cool if they made this a separate game mode, like the weekly Crucible game mode. That just fucking makes sense. But they didn't, and honestly, I just think it's really fucking dumb they would make such gameplay altering changes to Trials, an essential game mode to Destiny. See, if they had made this a separate game mode, like the weekly Crucible game, then they could have had the identical thing, except at the very end, if you go flawless, you get one of the new treasure boxes, and you can unlock one. And along the way, you get rewards, like the new emblem, which, by the way, if you didn't know, you get it 5 wins in Trials. Congratulations, now you do know. So, yeah, I just think that would have been so much cooler and, like, a better idea. Instead of taking away, they just add. It just doesn't make sense to me. But, yeah, that's just my opinion, and feel free to disagree. Of course, people find this fun and a great idea, but personally, if you couldn't tell, I kind of hate it. But hey, if you love this, honestly, I'm happy for you. At least someone will get enjoyment out of this, right? Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Peace.